Indulgence, I have a brief presentation for Mr. DeFazio. He will understand when he sees it. It's a bit of a joke between us.
These are new positions established by our leadership, and Elizabeth is my first vice ranking, and I couldn't ever quite remember, so I just called her the vice ranking whatever.
Yes, so he had presented me with the vice ranking whatever, and he has his ranking
there, now I've got,
whatever. So,
there we go, now I've got one.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio for bringing the Promoting Women in the Aviation Workforce Act before the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee today, and Congresswomen Wolarski, Bustos, and Walters, who introduced the legislation with me. Women make up 50% of the national workforce, but are significantly underrepresented in the aviation industry, making up only 2% of airline mechanics, 4% of flight engineers, 5% of repairmen, 26% of air traffic controllers, 18% of flight dispatchers, and 6% of pilots. To address these shortfalls, I introduced the Promoting Women in the Aviation Workforce Act with our colleagues, Jackie Wolarski, Mimi Walters, and Sherry Bustos, Sherry also of this committee. This bipartisan legislation will direct the FAA to create and facilitate an advisory board made up of representatives from major airlines and aerospace companies, nonprofit organizations within the aviation industry, aviation and engineering business associations, and institutions of higher education and aviation trade schools. The board will be tasked with developing a comprehensive plan for strategies the administration can take, including identifying trends that either directly or indirectly encourage or discourage women from pursuing careers in aviation, coordinating efforts to facilitate support for women pursuing careers in aviation, expand scholarship opportunities for women in aviation, and enhancing training, mentorship, education, and outreach programs that are exclusive to women. Companion legislation has been introduced in the Senate by Senators Collins and Duckworth. I know about this issue in part from the industry who brought these concerns to me, those who are looking for pilots. The airline industry itself is concerned about the shortfall here. We are facing an aging out of our pilots and other key positions, and again, we will not be able to fill these positions unless we warmly include and support women in this vital sector. Again, I want to thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio for holding a vote on this legislation today, and I encourage my colleagues to support this bipartisan bill. Thank you, and I yield back.
I thank the gentlelady and commend her for her efforts on